Hello and welcome to Previously On, a show by Damage Control where we pitch ideas
Cody
to a
won.
movie exec
Cody
to
won.
see who wins.
Cody's the winner.
Previously,
Even on the episode where we lose the episode, you can just assume that Cody wins or Adam wins.
Cody did win.
That explains why
Cody
his
did
zipper's
win on
always
the
down.
episode we lost. Previously on, we had Love, horror style. Horror. Cody, any updates on that flick?
No.
No.
Been canceled.
I don't even. Do you remember what movie you decided to cast or to write?
I'm going to be honest with you, I was
Release.
kind of drunk that day, so I said I greenlit a project, and I just woke up with $5,000 in my account, so.
That's it.
Okay. With movie budgets ballooning and
Fucking
not
Weinstein
getting a
over here.
return, theaters struggling to get butts back in the seats because of streaming. Current IP is untouchable due to writer's strike, and scab writers are creatively bankrupt. Here at DCP Artists United, we have decided to go a cheap route: public domain. All right, bitches, throw me your.
Well, why don't we just listen to Cody since he's the one?
You see these fingers? Throw
All
them
right,
to me.
yeah, I'll go first.
Cindy,
All right.
hang on. Cindy, I would like a coffee.
Oh, we went through an entire episode without referencing Cindy.
Well, we might have. No one knows. No one will ever hear that episode.
No, he
Okay.
meant the episode we just did.
Yeah, well, no one likes that episode.
Well, I mean, at the rate that Adam is fucking throwing away episodes.
One episode.
1.5, sir.
1.5.
The one that we had to redo.
We lost half.
Oh, half of the worst episode to lose,
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Yeah, that
Don't
pissed
worry,
me off.
he's still like 3 uploads behind from you guys hearing that one. You'll hear it eventually.
Maybe. The world may end.
I'm still waiting
is-
for you to bring up the rest of the archives.
Is the wolf figurine?
No,
is that
all
giving
the
you
archives
power?
are up.
Yeah.
They certainly
Okay,
are not.
makes sense.
Which one are we missing?
We'll talk about it later, but they're missing a lot of archives.
We don't have
so.
enough time.
Oh, okay. Public domain. Today's episode is about Jazz Finger. We're talking about public domain.
Year is 1932.
Year is 1932.
It's fucking 2023. Right?
Year is 1932 in my movie.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to mention what character is in public domain?
Nope.
That's
No.
That's part of my pitch.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if you guys can figure it out.
Okay. Paul Bunyan.
Danny Trejo.
1932, failing acting career. Greatest person in the pictures to ever live. Funny gag here, funny gag there, hopping around everywhere,
The Marx Brothers.
keeping stuff in line. Just a man down on my luck. But what could you expect with a name like Oswald?
You're Oswald the Lucky Rabbit?
Yes.
How do you know that?
I know things.
He drinks and he knows things.
Exactly. Thank you.
My acting career just shot the shit as soon as my manager had a falling out with my premiere company, and now my little brother Mick is the head star line, being attraction in all the pictures.
Mick the Rabbit?
Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney used to draw.
I thought it was Ephraim the retarded.
Used to draw Oswald the Rabbit,
Okay.
and then the company fucked him over.
Oh,
then
so
he left and drew.
Okay,
Mickey Mouse.
Mick. I got it. Sly. Okay.
Yeah, so
No,
we can't
Mick,
use
not
the
Sly.
Mickey yet because he's still got a few more years. But we can make subtle references to the new up-and-comer taking the scene by storm.
Wouldn't he still be Steamboat Willie?
Yeah, but I think he was still called Mickey.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie was just a character. You know, like Jason Statham plays Dude from Crank. He's not.
So my idea...
Dude from Crank. He doesn't have a name in that movie.
So Oswald's life is falling
Wow,
apart.
that's so funny.
Like, things just gone to shit. He's down to his last 13 cents in his bank account. And he's trying to find a way to focus himself, try and get back in the game, but he just can't as long as his younger brother Mick is on the scene. And it devolves into this obsession of that he's got to kill Mickey.
Mick. We don't want to.
Well, Mick.
Yeah, we don't want to do Mickey. That's way too close to possibly being sued.
Mick Mouse.
Okay.
So are you doing like Roger Rabbit style, where it's
Wait. Let's hear the end of the pitch. Then we'll
Okay,
get to it.
I thought that
No.
was the end. He
Like,
paused.
no, your question is relevant. No, it's not going to be animated whatsoever. It's going to be more of like a Death to Smoochie sort of feel. You guys ever remember that movie?
So-
I've heard of
Been a
it.
long time
I've
since
seen
I've seen
trailers. I
So
don't-
you're gonna be like in an outfit? Because isn't Smoochie like a Barney type character?
yeah.
Yes, but that is later. It starts off Robin Williams' character is playing Rainbow Dan or something like that, like a children's TV icon. That eventually his show gets canceled by a more popular show, and the more popular show tries to get him back in the game by making him a side character on the new show, and it drives him almost insane to the point where he wants to kill the main character. This is sort of the feeling I'm getting behind this.
I'm getting definite Puka vibes.
Yes.
The Hulu short.
It wasn't short, but yeah. There was. They
It
made
was
two
only
movies.
4 foot tall.
It was way taller than that. And they had 2 full length movies.
But,
What? Yeah, that's true. Puka Lives was that second one.
Yeah.
so you have showing the highlights that Mick's going through, and you're showing the lows of Oswald as he's barely able to keep it forward. His wife leaves him with all of 27 of his kids.
Jesus.
Well, he's a rabbit.
Oh yeah.
I was just about to make that joke.
And then just blaming Mick for everything, even though it's not his fault. It's technically his father's, but he doesn't see that. He just sees the light, the star that's blinding his way back into stardom. And just so this tale of deception and anger and hate devolves into stalking, him trying to find ways how to get to Mick, but he's too big now. He doesn't live in his neck of the woods anymore. Not in his shitty apartment area. No, he lives all the way across the country in Hollywood.
Or Florida.
So it's him
Not
doing
yet.
anything he can to hitchhike across America, train, plane. Well, I'm sorry, not
Automobiles.
plane. Trains, automobile, wagon, just to get to Hollywood. And the things he
Wagon?
has to do, the things he's not proud of.
Desperate, man. they had
1930s.
planes then.
Yeah, but not commercial, I don't think.
Yeah, they fly him in Indiana Jones. They
Really?
show the little map and it's like do 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 do
Ah.
do do.
Yeah, I mean, 1930s is after World War One.
It is?
yes.
Like I said, I'm not in the story.
Wait, are you being serious?
It slipped my mind.
Okay.
I thought it was more 1940s.
World War One. What are you
Look,
talking
look,
about?
guys.
World War One?
That's
Hey.
what I thought.
No, World War Two ended in 1946.
8.
45,
1992, wasn't it? Look,
World War II?
we're not 92. We're not historians, okay? We're movie pitch guys.
Like, I let somebody else write up the history.
Right. We'll get
How did
Tyler.
you win the history mashup episode that we lost?
Hey, guys, I'm good.
Oh,
Shit.
fucking egotistical now.
But
See what
But-
1 point has to say about that.
Oh.
I'm going to get you guys next time. It will not even be a question. I will wager every single cent I have, and I lose. It won't be why at 1 freaking point. Oh, the demon's about to get out.
okay.
Uh,
Yeah, you need to go.
so
over
he's
to
doing
me- you need to
anything,
go over to
taking
Miramax
jobs,
for that.
cleaning pig shit, anything to make that nickel
Cleaning-
get the next pair.
Cleaning
Until eventually he
pig
gets
shit.
there and he finds out Mickey's already flown to the other side of the country.
So he lives in New York, goes to L.A. and finds out Mick is headed to Florida.
Yeah.
He
Actually,
doesn't
yeah, I
go-
like that better.
He
Heading to
doesn't-
Florida.
He doesn't go to Florida for like another 30 years.
Hey.
It takes him a while to get across the country.
We're messing
In
with
a wagon.
We're messing the timeline up. I hate to say this, but this is a contender for the winner. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah,
He's the
because-
only one
because
that's gone.
Yeah, because Cody's prehensile dick is tickling your feet.
So I'm trying to figure. You said it's not animated.
Not animated.
So like it's a live action rabbit.
It's not a live action rabbit.
It's a dude.
It basically, this is like a what's his name? It's
I'm
a
not-
Charlie Chaplin type of character.
Okay, so we're not talking about actual rabbits and mice. We're talking about people.
Yes.
You're personifying.
Okay, that's
a
what I was-
rabbit into a human.
Yes,
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm getting like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker vibe type.
sort of thing.
Do we film this in black and white? Because the
well,
whole
yeah,
time
this
I
is a
pictured-
period piece.
What? So we go red?
God damn it! You beat me to it.
Uh,
Blue period.
so all right.
Well,
black and
well,
white.
I think maybe we do this sort of half and half. We do black and white, except for when red is shown, you see the red.
You're doing Sin City?
Yeah, Sin City style.
Or what if you did black and white when you're showing
Ephraim. No, not Ephraim. What's his name?
Oswald.
Oswald.
And then you show color when you're seeing Mick.
Yeah.
Because you're showing the difference.
Yeah, like Oswald is stuck in the past, while Mick is the future.
Yeah. And I'm hearing like a soundtrack like Chinatown soundtrack. You guys listen to Chinatown? No?
It's just Disneyland, Jake.
Every time I go to a restaurant.
Yeah, so it's upbeat jazz anytime Mick's on scene,
Okay.
flapper girl dancing, tie-up music, and then it's
I really wish we
Man,
videotaped
you-
after that.
Your history is so fucked. Flapper girls were the 20s, not the 30s.
well,
Hey, we're changing the timeline. World War I didn't even fucking happen.
Okay.
and then
A lot
when
of
he eventually
people
gets to
happy about
Florida, he gets drafted into World War II. What?
Okay, who we having playing Ephraim? Or Oswald.
Stop saying
God, Oswald.
Okay, so it's got to be somebody beaten down.
Yeah, who looks beaten down?
Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson.
I was sort of thinking Alec Baldwin.
No.
No, like,
he's too old. Alec Baldwin can play Mick and Oswald's dad.
No, I think you gotta have someone that's real young and high energy for Mick, and you gotta have someone who, absolutely down on his luck. Someone like,
I was actually thinking,
is Tommy Lee Jones still alive?
For a young Mick?
No, for Oswald.
well, even
No,
No,
he's
Oswald
old.
will be young.
He'd
Not
be
like young.
No,
young-ish.
he'd be older than Mick.
I was thinking
Not
Ronnie
that
Malek,
old. Who?
the guy that plays Mr. Robot.
Rami Malek?
Oh, yeah, because he's got the... Yeah, Rami Malek can play down on the luck.
But can he also... Because he also has to play... I mean, at one point,
Like, I
Oswald
think-
is Mick. I mean, he's going to have to be all bubbly.
In
I
and
think
flashback?
he can do
Yeah.
both.
He did the Queen movie about the British monarchy. You know, he did the lead singer of the Queen. Shut up, Daniel. He did, did the Queen movie, upbeats and that.
Did
You almost got this episode
Did
canceled.
you all hear that, or did that just happen in my own head right now?
It happened. Okay, so you're going to do Rami Malek as Oswald?
I like that, man. He's got the bags under the eyes.
I think he can pull off Happy and Chipper, too.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the thing. Oswald isn't always the on-go-lucky guy on as he is on camera. I think off camera, it's a lot of that, like, that's just a performance, man.
Who, not necessarily in real life, I mean, he may be in real life, but who's, like, on-screen persona is like a douchebag? That should be Mick.
A douchebag?
Yeah, like, who's famous for playing, like, douches or, like...
I was thinking like a Bradley Cooper type of person.
But Bradley Cooper's older than Rami Malek.
I kind of like that. As Mick or as Oswald?
Mick.
Wait, why would you want Mick
Well,
to be
not
a
as
douchebag?
Mick, but a guy with
Because
that sort of energy.
the whole story's
I
being
kinda like
seen
Bradley
through
Cooper
the
as
eyes of Oswald.
Oh, okay. All right.
Bradley Cooper as Oswald?
Yeah.
Like, I could see that. Sort of give us feelbacks to, like, Dallas Buyers Club and stuff like that.
Was he in Dallas Buyers Club?
Yeah, he was the main fucking character.
No, that was Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Oh, who am I
God
thinking?
damn, Cody.
I am so bad at this.
fuck's sake, Cody.
Cody's confusing The Hangover and Dallas Buyers Club. I mean, I guess they both involve drugs.
I would
Thank
say,
God this isn't a podcast about movies.
Hang on.
I am bad at actors. I can come up with ideas.
Who was it that you thought was Willem Dafoe?
Uh,
was it like Dustin Hoffman or
No,
something like that?
no. It was Will Dafoe and guy who played Joe Dirt's dad.
The guy that played what?
Oh, the guy from
Not Joe
Tremors.
Dirt's dad, but
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Who's the guy in the Bible? God, what was his name?
I'll throw this wolf at you.
Okay, sorry.
The wolf?
Wolf.
Throw a wolf at you?
All right. Who? All right.
So, did we decide who Oswald is?
We need someone.
I actually like Bradley Cooper. Like, I was thinking,
Or would you like Matthew McConaughey?
well, I think Bradley Cooper and Matthew McConaughey have a lot of similar energy. That's the energy I was going for. I just got the names fucking wrong.
What if we have Tom Holland or someone with Tom Holland's energy play Mick?
You know, I like Tom Holland, Bradley Cooper playing off of each other as Mick and Oswald.
Because you need Tom Holland, because Tom Holland's Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse substitute. He needs to be seen as a douchebag through the eyes of Oswald, because Oswald thinks Mick is a douchebag.
Yeah, Mick stole everything from him. It's all personal for Oswald, and Mick was just in the right place, right time.
Now, so we got Tom Holland as Mick. We've got Bradley Cooper as Oswald. Now, here's the most important question: who looks good in the mustache? A pencil-thin mustache, because the dad is a Walt Disney.
Tom Hanks.
A pencil-thin. He's already played Walt Disney.
So
And
he was perfect at
and
it.
he didn't look good with a pencil-thin mustache. Hitler. No,
what
sorry.
the fuck in hell?
Sorry. First thing that came to my head. Sorry.
he didn't even have a pencil thin mustache.
I was thinking Liam Neeson.
He had a bushy mustache.
Liam Neeson. He does a shitty American accent.
He can do an American accent, so, and he
Um,
doesn't have to be prominent in the movie.
Ray Fiennes.
What about the guy who plays JJJ?
J. Jones. The fuck is his
All I
name?
can think of is John Malkovich.
Treat Williams. He
No.
died. He died. You
It's
know
not
that?
Treat Williams.
He died.
He died?
Treat Williams
Oh,
died.
I didn't know.
No, it's
Fuck, what is his name?
he's Commissioner Gordon in the Zack Snyder movies.
When did Treat Williams die?
Like last month.
No.
Yeah, look it up. Why he's looking up that guy. You look up
Huh. He
was
did
in-
die. He was 71.
Yeah, but
he was
Is
in
Alan
what-
Arkin still alive?
No, he died.
Oh,
but
man.
that
He
sort of
died
thing.
like yesterday.
Alan Arkin?
Yeah.
He died real recently, yeah.
Wait, hang on. We're finding the dad here.
Damn.
Look
fuck
up.
is his name?
Everybody's fucking dying.
Look up Whiplash, the movie
What about
Whiplash.
Spider-Man up? Hang on.
He's not. Is he in? No
J.K.
way?
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, thank you.
J.K.
Yes. What about
Simmons.
him
Yes.
as the dad, as Walt?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Though it might be a little bit too on the nose having a Tom Holland Spider-Man and
that's
J.
the
Jonah
point.
Jameson Walt
I
Disney.
mean, that's fair. But, I mean, you could use... because John Malkovich is the guy in Space Force, right? And he has got a very similar energy as J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, John Malkovich is an awesome actor.
Okay, we'll do John Malkovich.
Yeah, I can do
Okay.
that.
All right.
So what's the resolution of the story here?
Well, it's like real life. Oswald falls into obscurity.
And blows his brains out.
I wasn't going to go that far
Oh.
because...
Damn.
But I'm thinking years down the line after Mick's retired, you go to Oswald's shitty job where you see that, yeah, he's still alive after all these time, like 2000. Or not even 2000, but he's just in a home just watching TV Land specials of his brother, just a scowl on his face.
And he
Damn, that's
and,
fucking depressing.
and he let life pass him by instead of just living his life. Okay.
Kind of like that ending of Click.
Yeah.
And he says Rosebud.
No, he's...
And he says, I'm so glad I was Bradley Cooper in Dallas Buyers Club.
All right, I hate to say this, but I think this one may win.
Well, then I just won't even go.
All right, who's up next?
I'll go.
All right, Tyler, you're up.
I'm going to pull an Adam, though, because mine's part of a...
You can pull me all you want, but I'm
bigger-
not saying it's going to help you win.
Mine's part of a bigger cinematic universe.
Okay.
And I'll let you choose what you can omit and what you can't.
Okay.
So movie one
Daniel's
Is-
looking at porn.
is...
No, that's... What do you mean? No, that's our friend C.O. Best.
That doesn't mean she's not porn.
She is... I mean, she is definitely beautiful, but
Yeah.
no, it is not porn because she is dressed.
Send that to me.
But that is our great friend C.O. Bass. You can find on
I wasn't
one of our
wasn't making fun of her.
no, but you can find her on our steampunk episodes.
And
Yes.
that's my
you can
movie.
find it in our
Anyway, go ahead. Okay.
Okay, so
Public domain. Here
so
we
the
go.
first is an origin story.
Orgy story. Here we go.
So, movie one, first shot.
Whoa. I am not allowed to do multiple movies.
The fuck you aren't.
Oh, okay.
You've done it before, and I'll
Okay.
let you decide which one you want if you want to keep the whole thing.
Okay.
So, the first shot is a ship coming up the coast and landing in what becomes America.
All right, so let's keep the ship in the water, not up on the coast.
Well, you got to beach it or else it sails off by itself.
Yeah, but how's it going to sail on the sand?
As I was
stuck
saying,
on the boat coming on the shore. Like, do they have like? Are these
cum
like,
shot credits. That's my movie.
Okay,
The name of the movie is The Waves of Time.
Dumb.
I don't know. I
Okay.
couldn't think of it.
Anyway, go ahead. We'll show.
Okay, so our main character is Sam. He's a likable member of the community. He's a defender of the crown. He's played by Henry Cavill.
So far, I like it.
Okay? So following the Boston Massacre in 1770, Sam...
What's the Boston Massacre?
Is this Sam Adams?
No.
That's the
Isn't that the Boston Tea Party?
No, I think those are separate
Those are
things.
two
No,
separate things.
the Boston Massacre was. I
Oh,
think
the Red Sox lost.
After the Tea Party, where there was like a whole bunch of contention, and then one of the British agents shot. It was the shot heard around the world because it started the revolution.
I thought that was. I think that's a different thing you're thinking of.
No, that's what it was.
It is.
No, that's
Cody,
that's what
don't
it was.
argue. Don't
Right.
argue
Okay,
with.
That's what it was.
These two are history majors. We're fucked.
So,
and Tyler is.
So Sam changes his allegiance to the colonies, and when war breaks out, he enlists in the Revolutionary Army.
Okay.
Now, there's nothing special about Sam.
He's Uncle Sam.
He has no superpowers. He's not better at anything
It's
else.
Uncle Sam, isn't it?
He's not better at anything
It's
than
Uncle, it's
anyone
Uncle
else.
Sam.
So,
I thought Uncle Sam didn't come around until World War One.
just shut up and listen. So, he does not. So he fights in various battles. One of the main points of the movie.
Like the opening to Wolverine.
Just shut up.
Or-
Is the Battle of White Plains on October 28th, 1776. During
Which
the
is-
battle, they're fighting a group of
They're being
Hessian.
fucked.
They're fighting a
Where's
group
the
of
picture?
Hessian soldiers.
He cuts one of the heads off.
The commanders order them to retreat, but Sam sees a fellow soldier. He goes to save him. He gets attacked by a soldier. Sam falls back. Quick thinking, he lights a cannon, but the cannon doesn't go off. The Hessian toys with him. He pulls back his sword, cannon goes off, blows his head off.
Yeah.
You didn't know. You thought I was being a dick, Cody,
So-
but I knew that where I was going.
Story progressives. Basically, you got a war movie. Sam fights in the final battle, the siege of Yorktown. He gets wounded, and you think that everything's fine. He's there at the surrender, and then he collapses. You find out that his wound is worse than it is, and it starts to fade out. Sam has a voiceover, says he has no regrets, everything that he's done.
He loves his nephews.
And then as his voice fades away, a voice comes in, and it's a mix of male and female. It says, there's a larger war coming, that he's not done, that he will be called upon to protect this land. Sam wakes up in a replica of his town, but he just assumes that it's heaven. Yeah, I wrote fucking 2 pages.
Oh, I'm making sure you wrote it and you didn't just copy and
No, I
paste.
wrote it.
Okay.
So he wakes up in this area, that's a replica of his town that he just assumes is heaven. And then the final scene is a little girl runs up to him and jumps into his arm and says, "Uncle Sam." So basically, your 2 public domain characters are the Headless Horseman and Uncle Sam from National Comics, which was a character that died during the Revolutionary War and then comes back to help the United States whenever they're in trouble.
I like it, except for the ending is too Captain America-ish.
How is it to Captain America?
It's kind of like the end of First Avenger, where he wakes up.
Yeah, but it's been done a lot.
He's not waking up in the present day. That's where you find out later on.
He wakes up like a day later.
No. That's where he wakes up. That's where he exists outside of space and time until he's needed again.
Oh,
That's
it's
like
a King Arthur type thing.
Yeah, that's where
so it's his own Valhalla.
Yeah, so he thinks it's heaven because it's just happened. He's like, okay, so this is my heaven. This is
So
where
this
I
little
exist.
girl died?
No, that's his heaven. That's his happiest moments.
I don't know if I like that the fact that there's a little girl in his
It's his
heaven.
daughter, jackass.
No, it's his niece.
That's why she calls him
Oh,
Uncle Sam.
Yeah. Okay.
So Is this the same Uncle Sam that DC Comics bought?
Yes. But it's the same character, but they didn't buy. They bought a different. You know how Sony owns the film rights to Spider-Man, but Marvel still. It's that kind of.
Okay,
that kind of
because
deal.
that Uncle Sam is in Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
Don't be blowing holes in my story.
No, I just want to make sure you're not going to get sued. That's all I'm asking.
Hard. We got lawyers.
All right.
We got lawyers.
Okay.
So as long as you don't give him Green Lantern ring, you're fine.
So I love this, by the way. Cody, you're fucked. Now, I don't want to do Henry Cavill because I love Henry Cavill.
But there's a point for Henry Cavill. It's
What?
set up later.
We didn't. What's the point?
The point is, well, I have another movie to pick. I mean, you can judge me on that first movie, but there's a broader point.
Well, then continue.
So the second movie is Across the Pond.
Are we bringing back the Headless Horseman?
Later.
Okay.
So it's the late it's 1888 in London.
Is this Jack the Ripper?
Sherlock Holmes wakes up after his battle with Moriarty.
Now wait a minute. This is dangerous. This is dangerous territory because Sherlock Holmes.
All of Sherlock Holmes is now public domain.
I don't know.
I looked it up. All of Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes' last 3 works are now public domain.
All Sherlock Holmes is
from
now
the
public
original
domain.
Arthur Conan Doyle are now public.
What about movies?
So not the movie. So the thing is, you just can't use Elementary My Dear Watson.
Yeah, you
so I don't
can't.
believe that was in the book.
And I don't think did he wear a deer hunter in the book?
A deer stalker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. So, I haven't figured out the formalities. I was really excited about this.
Okay. All right. Then.
So he comes back. You know,
Comes on the back.
He's survived his fall. He comes back. Years have passed.
Is this a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen type thing?
Shut up.
I'm definitely getting that feel, and
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Okay. So he finds Watson. Watson has just he's just become a regular doctor.
He's a robot that goes on Jeopardy.
He's despondent and depressed because he went from, a military life to solving crimes to now he's just a doctor. So Holmes is back, doesn't waste any time. He's like, let's get back into it. And then that's when he's contacted by the Crown to figure out what's going on with these Jack the Ripper killings. So it follows him and Watson going to these killings where the Ripper's always one step ahead of him. So then Holmes gets a letter that says, this is my big grand finale. Everyone's going to see the final victim is going to be Irene Adler. So Holmes goes, and he's sitting there. He comes upon the final victim that's just completely mutilated. So Holmes starts to break down and realizes that that's not who it is. That's someone else. That the whole letter was just a ploy to lure him there. On the way there, Watson gets injured.
You're kind of stealing the ending of From Hell.
Just shut up. Everything's been done before.
I'm the head of a studio. I gotta worry about copyright issues.
So they get there.
Plagiarism.
Holmes is broken down. Finally, Watson shows up. Watson tries to console him, say that he's been beaten and all this stuff, and that's when it clicks. Sherlock realizes that Watson is Jack the Ripper. Watson was so upset about not having an adventure that he created Jack the Ripper in Sherlock's absence.
I know where you stole this from.
I didn't steal it from anything.
You stole it from Alfred for dressing up as a Joker to keep Batman something to do.
I didn't
I
steal it
actually
from
remember
that.
this from a sci-fi TV series.
I didn't steal it from that.
Okay.
But so Watson and Sherlock go at it. At that point, Scotland Yard breaks in, takes Watson away, and instructs Sherlock to go to this certain building. He goes, someone here needs to talk to you. Sherlock goes into the building. Big burly motherfucker steps up, getting ready to take him out. You hear a voice from the back say,
Paul Bunyan.
no, he's an invited guest. Let him in, Tim. Tim shuffles off to one side. He goes to the back of the building. The guy's like,
Why Tim?
We
Tiny
have,
Tim?
We have a very important, something big is coming. We need everyone that we can handle. And Sherlock's like, well, what? I'm clearly the brains. What good are you? You pull me to this building. What's going on? The guy tosses him a coin. He goes, I'm a wealthy benefactor. And Sherlock's kind of looking at the coin. The guy turns up the lamp. The room is completely filled with fucking gold coins. And he goes, a very wealthy benefactor. Camera pulls back and says Marley and Scrooge Counting House. Basically, the whole point of this universe.
We're taking Charles Dickens in the superhero realm.
So
I'm so here for this movie.
The whole point of this universe is building up to a team, and the whole point is bringing King Arthur back to stop an unstoppable force.
Yeah, Alan Moore did it.
Can't you just fucking be happy?
No, this is fantastic. Okay, so
and that's why you get Cavill to play Sam, because after World War II, when the U.S. is at its strongest, you got fucking big burly ass Henry Cavill.
America as strong as it's ever been.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, I want an American to play Uncle Sam.
Oh yeah, how many Americans have played Superman?
Isn't Christopher Reeve American?
Yeah, Henry Cavill was British. The guy that played Super Baby was British.
Brandon Routh?
No, like the actual baby in the Superman.
Right. Well, I mean, Brandon Routh was
Yeah.
American, wasn't he?
George Reeves?
No.
He wasn't American?
No.
Yes, he was.
I had a point, but it blew up my face.
Okay. So I am so in for this. So you're setting up basically hero and villain teams.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got on your hero team, you've got Uncle Sam and
Sherlock.
Tiny Tim and Sherlock Holmes, funded by Ebenezer Scrooge.
Mm-hmm.
And on your villain so far, you set up Dr. Watson as Jack the Ripper, which is fucking brilliant, by the way.
Thank you.
And Headless Horseman. Who rounds these teams out?
I don't know. That's what I was. That's
You need two more.
That's why I stopped at 2 movies. 'Cause I was like,
Scrooge
I was
McDuck
like,
would
they're
be
not-
the Nick Fury for the Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
What
Exactly,
if
he's
the
the Nick Fury.
great
So, like,
evil is World War III?
Well, see, I was gonna do Cthulhu for the simple fact that he's in public domain too.
All right, so I don't.
You'd have
I was
Uncle
literally-
Sam bitch slapping Cthulhu.
I was no. The whole point is to bring
Let's have
Arthur
Cavill.
back.
Let's have Cavill as King Arthur.
Okay.
All right, so I want who's a burly American.
Well, you have to have an American that can do a British accent and then go into American.
What do you mean?
Uncle Sam is originally British.
He would have been
and
British because he came over.
Yeah, and if this is still back then, I don't think dialects have shifted
Fine.
all
That's
that.
why I went
Fine,
with Cavill.
we'll have Cavill. Okay, then who's going to be Sherlock Holmes?
I don't know, dude. I was just focused
Benedict
on the story.
Cumberbatch,
No, I don't see
Sorry,
it.
don't
It
know.
would never work.
Robert Downey Jr.
No, it'd never work.
Jude Law.
Never work. I see him as a Watson, maybe.
Mm. Hopefully, they don't make 2 movies about that.
Who? Okay. Hugh Laurie, Sherlock Holmes.
That's an old Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
He's in his 70s.
Yeah.
You are looking after Moriarty. You are talking about after Moriarty. It could work.
Okay.
All right. So who are we gonna have play Watson?
Well, it'd have to be Stephen Fry.
We do a black.
No.
We do a Black Adder reunion. Rowan Atkinson.
Isn't he dead?
Oh shit.
Okay, so hear me out. Asim Chowdhury.
Who?
Oh God, he's pulling it.
Okay, Ebenezer Scrooge, the guy that played the not groundskeeper, but the custodian from Harry Potter.
He's dead.
Finch, who played
no,
Finch.
No, he's not dead.
Hagrid is dead.
No,
Not Hagrid, the other guy.
Crap. What is his name?
As who?
The Watson.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What is his name? It's
He played the mumbly guy from Hot Fuzz.
Is that the
He
dude
played
with the
the
eyeball?
guy that was the cause for the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name.
You know who I really want to reprise the role, especially if it's just going to be a small-ish kind of Nick Fury-like role?
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Ooh, David Bradley. That's who you were.
So we got Michael Caine as Scrooge McDuck, Ebenezer Scrooge. Who are we gonna have as Tiny Tim?
Gotta be a big sumbitch.
Oh, it's gonna be an
Why not be the
ironic
mountain?
name.
Huh?
It's gonna be an ironic name.
Wasn't that the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Tiny Tim from the story, but yeah, I mean it's. a big
What
old
about
guy.
the mountain?
The literal the world's strongest man?
Yeah.
Thor. I can't even say his name.
Can he act though?
He
Yeah.
did it in Game of Thrones.
I mean,
He didn't act. He just
Tiny. I mean, he did. Tiny Tim doesn't say much.
okay.
I mean, my instinct was,
Because then we get the
Michael
God
Clark
bless
Duncan.
us, everyone.
my first instinct was Michael Clark Duncan, so I really like the idea of it being the mountain.
All right, he actually is dead.
I know, that's why I'm like, that was my first instinct.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the mountain, Tiny Tim. King Arthur is who are we gonna do for King Arthur? Are we gonna do an old King Arthur?
Gerard Butler.
Oh, I like that.
I could see that.
Yeah,
And-
because isn't, like, original Arthenian, wasn't he not British?
Yeah.
Wasn't he, like, from, like, the outskirts of the UK?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the fact that Gerard Butler's Scottish could work with that.
Then for the voice of Cthulhu, we're getting Frank Oz. Or Frank Welker. Frank Welker does animals.
Frank Oz? I mean,
He's in the
Gonzo?
Welker
Fozzie Bear
and Yoda.
and Miss Piggy.
But they get Frank Welker to do like weird shit. They get him to do like dogs and animals and stuff. He's doing
Why not Alec Tudyk then?
no.
Oh, Alec Tudyk doesn't have that slow bass kind of.
And
voice
we're getting
Okay.
we're getting what's
He's
his
got more high pitched voice.
we're getting
I
what's
don't
his
see that
fuck
for
to do the motion capture.
Guy that did Gollum.
Yeah.
And played
Andy
Claw.
Serkis?
There you
Andy
go.
Serkis, yeah. Ooh, I like this one. Who are we gonna get to play the Headless Horseman?
Christopher Walken.
I loved him in Spider-Man.
We don't. If his head got blown off, we don't ever have to show his face again. So it could just be a stuntman.
So we'll get Ray Park
There you go.
because he did the original stunt work.
I want Doug Jones doing something.
Oh yeah.
I want Doug Jones doing something.
Oh, okay, hear me out. Robert Englund as
Oh, yeah.
Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doug
like that.
Jones as evil or good side.
I don't care. I just want Doug Jones doing something. I want him in my movie.
What's another character besides we got Uncle Sam, Sherlock, Headless Horseman.
Isn't the Nosferatu vampire public domain now?
Yeah, but I don't
Count Orlok.
I didn't want a vampire. I don't know.
Oh, you're
yeah,
having Cthulhu.
Because
Hey,
Cthulhu is.
I didn't want a vamp. Don't bitch slap my vision, okay?
I mean, Rasputin would be a good, like, one to unite Jack the Ripper and Headless Horseman and ultimately
Well, why did we
cultivate
want to make
Cthulhu.
like that? I think that's the easy play. Put him on the bad Rasputin on the bad side. What if we put Rasputin on the good side?
Wait,
You have a
wait.
lot of Rasputin lore to explain.
All right, if we're doing Rasputin, it's got to be Liam Neeson because Rasputin apparently has a huge dick, and Liam Neeson has a huge dick. So
Why do you know this?
it's well known.
That Liam
It
Neeson
is?
has a huge dick?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Well,
That's how he
there
gets
you
his
go.
voice that low.
There you go. That's part of his special skills.
Have a particular set of skills.
I like this one. So are we doing? So the first movie is going to be Uncle Sam,
Mm-hmm.
and then so there's no connection to the second movie, and then
So your second movie setting up that side, and then your third movie, that's when you'll set up the opposing side.
the
Do
Headless
like a
Horseman.
villain-focused movie.
Yep. And then fourth movie, we're going slow and steady.
Maybe that's where you can. Maybe the third movie is where you reintroduce Uncle Sam because they go over to get the Headless Horseman and they wake Uncle Sam up. Be like, look, there's some evil fucking people over here. Maybe.
I think, yeah, number 3 is like, you set it up as a villain movie, and you have
That's when you
Uncle
tie it
Sam.
together.
You have Uncle Sam return, and then movie 4 is them all getting together. That is when Scrooge steps up and says, "Hey, we need your help. You know, you were British once. We're British. Let's British together." You know.
It won't take long to cross this ocean.
And 5th is the rise of Cthulhu.
Is that the cliffhanger we're gonna do, or the 5th movie is? 'Cause I wanted to kind of pull like an Infinity War where it ends on a down note.
Yeah,
you have the
Oh.
you have the good guys lose movie 4 to Cthulhu.
And movie
And-
6 is when King Arthur shows up and saves everything.
Well, I think that's what you do in 5. So 5 starts with Cthulhu destroying London, presumably, and then it's kind of like a chase movie where the good guys are chasing after all the things they need to resurrect King Arthur.
yeah. Sherlock is trying to find the
Real round table.
or the burial ground of Arthur, and like he can't find it fast enough, so he's having like his confidence. He's having like
Right, he ran out of cocaine, so
he's having a crisis of confidence. All the while, Uncle Sam's like, "Fucking do your job." He's getting bashed around and shit.
You gotta find like Excalibur and the Holy Grail
Yeah.
to resurrect them.
No, and then you have like, my dear Uncle Sam, this is where you'd be wrong. The sword wasn't actually entombed here; it was entombed here.
Who are we gonna get to play Lady in the Water? Lady in the Lake?
you just have a hand.
No. Who's got a sexy hand?
Karen Gillan.
Mila Jovovich. Karen Gillan doesn't have a sexy hand. She's sexy, but doesn't have a sexy hand.
Well, are we using today's standards, or are we going to use past standards?
Yeah, Mila Jovovich.
Okay.
You think Karen Gillan had a sexy hand at one point, but no longer?
No, I'm saying our standard of beauty is different from what was standard of beauty back in the day.
It is historical fact that Irish people have ugly appendages. It is historical.
She's not Irish.
It is historically accurate that Scottish people have ugly appendages.
Did you know that Ireland has a redhead festival? They have a ginger festival where only redheads show up.
Do you know what the national animal of Ireland is?
The dragon.
It's a unicorn.
Damn it.
Because they believe that a unicorn can defeat a lion, and a lion is the symbol of England.
Yeah, I've seen the
sense.
legend.
Checks out.
Yeah. All right,
Right on.
you're up, boss.
Okay. So
Did you just make it up while these two were talking?
no, it was during the last episode, don't get me wrong. It was during the last episode.
Okay, all right then.
So for those who are curious, leading into this one, I was planning on using the Shadow, but it turns out Shadow's not public domain. So
Who owns DC now?
Dynamite.
Dynamite owns
owns
it,
it?
but he won't be public domain. Even like the old radio show Shadow won't be public domain until 27.
No shit. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So I had to quickly swerve and pivot.
Okay.
My movie is going to be late teens, early 20s.
Like
2000s or
19.
okay.
So we're going back period piece because we're doing public domain, right?
it's in red.
And we're going to shoot the entire movie stylized. It's not going to be black and white, but we're going to use a lot of pale colors. So there are going to be scenes where we're playing with shadows and like super pale and kind of washed out type of colors.
Like Kurt Warner's Ultraviolet with Mila Jovovich.
I haven't seen it, but I think you're picking up with me.
What? You're upset with the Yoda.
I just randomly picked that name, but I think that's the look he's going for.
Yeah, something super washed out. So where your point where you're like, I think I'm seeing colors, but I really feel like this could be in black and white.
Right, gotcha.
There's this weird musical, like Six String Samurai. I think kind of like that feel.
Yeah.
Oh, way more washed out,
Oh, okay. Way more washed out than that.
and probably a better soundtrack in this one.
They don't have like cosmonauts dressed up as Elvises.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, we are definitely going to do like heavy noir theme, right?
Gotcha.
So
Where it's
we're gonna-
raining all the time.
Yes.
That awesome.
Yeah, raining, Chicago styled, tall buildings, maybe more Boston, but somewhere in that kind of general.
All right, Daniel won.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how much I like the Bostonian accent.
You know,
Boston Massacre's in my movie.
They didn't have the accent yet.
How do you know? You don't know jack shit about history. When was the War of 1812?
Look at this guy. 1947.
Thank you.
all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow a detective, Matt Scott, and
I really thought that's what you said.
And and we could have a partner, Frank, or whatever. The names don't
Frank.
really matter here.
No, Frank's always a good name.
Okay, so Frank and Matt Scott are our detective pair, and they're going to be,
Can Frank's last name be Lee?
That's fine.
Okay.
Frankly, I don't
Frank
give a
Lee and
damn.
Matt Scott. So we're going to go through, and they're going to be investigating murders in their town, right?
Okay.
So the first couple they show up to, and it's like this has been like a stabbing, and they're going to start kind of tracing through, and we're going to really play with colors through a lot of this. So where the entire movie's washed out, we're going to have popping reds for the blood, and we're going to, have like this kind of mystery. They're following leads. Some of them pan out, some of them don't. We're kind of tracing them through, and eventually they're going to follow the trail of the murders to a playhouse. And as they come into the playhouse, they're going to be interrupting this play, and it's going to be crazy popped yellows, like the most saturated, bright yellows.
Like a giallo.
Huh?
Like a giallo.
I don't know what that is, but I'm going to take your word on it.
Okay.
Just the brightest popping yellows you can imagine that we can fit with all this washed out color. And from there, they're going to sit and watch a play, and as they're watching this play happen, they're going to witness a murder happen on stage.
Okay.
Okay. So from there, they're going to start the murder investigation, but we're going to kind of pivot hard at this point. They can't quite get to the murderers before they get away. The crowd all thinks this is part of the show, so they're obstructing them, and the murderers, the guys in the playhouse, are going to get away. So they're going to go back to their houses and their homes. They're going to do their own proper investigation. And here, where the pivot happens, both detectives are starting to go through weird happenings, weird shit going on in their houses, their apartments, their lives. And every time that we are going to address what is happening, we're going to play with the colors somewhere. We're going to have a particular color, a green or a yellow, pop and stand, and that is going to be kind of our signal to the audience that this may not be real, that this could be in their head. And the more that things devolve, the more that weird shit starts happening, the more colors we're going to pop.
So washed out is reality.
Yes, washed out's reality, and then we're going to start popping yellows. We're going to start popping blues and reds, until finally, when we get to the near end of the movie, when we're showing perspectives from both Frank and Matt, the whole world is normal color, or a super bright Technicolor, right? And
Right.
to show that they have completely lost their sanity.
Okay.
And it's going to culminate kind of Hellraiser style with this entity coming to them, and this entity is going to be, again, we're going to have, like, when the entity comes to them, we're going to let all of the color visually drain from the screen. We're going to watch these pops drain out, fade out to wash out.
Okay.
And he's going to be popped in yellow, draped in these yellow cloths.
The King in Yellow?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
It's H.P. Lovecraft.
yeah, Lovecraftian. And he is going to make them choose between each other. Like, you guys are partners, you've been through all those things. One of you walks out alive, and he's going to make them pick. And here we're going to show, like, the moral quandaries between them. Because, maybe Frank's not so good a guy, but he draws the line at murder. And Matt is this upstanding, great guy, but if I'm dead, I can't help anyone, or maybe I've got a family. So one of them gets killed, and we're going to have the King in Yellow come up and brand him and send him off into the world to spread his gospel. And then our final shot is going to be Matt living his life in this bright, brilliant Technicolor, and we're going to end with him performing the play at the Playhouse.
Because that's the gospel.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Hmm. Who's playing Matt?
That's a great question.
Jake Johnson.
I kind of want to do like a Se7en type of like rough, where you have one that's kind of this old grizzled wise guy, and this other
who's older.
I think Frank's definitely older.
Frank's the Morgan Freeman character. Okay.
Right. So I think he.
What's an old actor who doesn't?
Now they're in Boston.
Yeah, in the Massachusetts area, somewhere in there.
Who can do a Boston accent?
Conan O'Brien. No. What's an actor who doesn't get? What's an older actor who doesn't get a lot of play much?
I don't know about Frank's character yet, but Matt, I want Leonardo DiCaprio.
You're going for the Departed vibe, huh?
Yeah, because Leo can definitely do a Boston accent, and I think he can bring that young detective energy, especially with the way he did Inception.
Okay.
Then why don't you put Jack Nicholson in there?
He
Jack's
retired.
too old.
He retired anyway.
So pay him enough money, he'll come back.
Yeah, but you want an old grizzled guy, that's Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, he's too old. I want someone who's not quite in his 90s.
Okay.
Someone in his 50s, late 40s maybe.
That's Leo.
Someone who can play someone who's older, because Leo can still play like late 20s.
Okay.
We give Jake Johnson a fat suit. No, God, yeah, that's good. That's a good shit.
What about the guy who played Will Adama in Battlestar Galactica? Not that I can think of his name.
Is that the lead guy?
Yeah, he was the captain.
Armand
Ian
Asante.
McShane?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Oh my God, Ian McShane. That's a good one. He plays.
Weird. He plays in Hot Rod.
Yeah, he's also.
He plays in John Wick.
He's Bulger in Deadwood.
Brad Pitt.
You're going for a Se7en vibe. I mean,
I think it's Armand Asante.
Quite literally. I really like Ian McShane.
I like Ian McShane too.
Okay, so Ian McShane is our Frank.
Doug Jones is the King in Yellow.
I don't know who. You keep suggesting Doug Jones.
Doug Jones. He Abe Sapien.
Shape of Water.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He could definitely play the king.
evil ice cream man from Legion.
Yep.
Yeah. Man. Okay.
Tall clown from Batman Returns.
Then I want this directed by Tarzan Singh, because he could do like the really beautiful. He did like The Cell with Jennifer Lopez, Immortal starring Henry Cavill.
Who?
The Rogue One.
That was bad. You should be disappointed with that.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I like this one a lot. There's not much to cast though.
No, and almost purposely. We're doing a lot of extras. We'll do a lot of nobodies. Save on money. But the big character is going to be
the King in Yellow.
Well, the color.
Right.
Like, we're going to make the environment and the colors almost as alive and as characters as the people we're writing. So, like, at no point are we not going to pay attention to every ounce of color we put in every shot.
So when you're talking about color, you're talking like Tim Burton, Edward Scissorhands, like changing color? Where you have like the pastel suburban area and then like the dark stereotypical gloomy castle at the end.
Yes, Tim Burton's a great example. I just want to take Tim Burton and turn it up to 11. I want to crank that to...
That's not much of a turn. He's pretty much lives his life at 11.
Right. I mean, I just want to crank up those colors and really play with that cinematography.
Take Tim Burton, times it by 3.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I want to turn that up, and that is the thing. When you walk away from it, that is the thing I want people talking about.
Okay, so this sucks because
Fuck you! I actually worked legitimately hard on this.
Shut up. No, this sucks because I legitimately like all of them, because King in Yellow is my favorite H.P. Lovecraft character. I love weird superhero characters, and I like the weird metaphor thing with Mickey Mouse and Ephraim the retarded rabbit.
He's gonna pick Cody.
Fuck.
Yep, he's gonna pick Cody.
No.
Look at the look on his face.
Cody, I'm not gonna pick you just because we keep picking each other, but let it be known that I fucking loved your story.
Legit, pick your favorite of the 3 movies. So if it's Cody, it's Cody. And I will never let either of you live it down, but if it's Cody, let it be Cody.
See, here's the thing.
Well, here's the thing. Technically, I'm using a character in my movie that is not
No, don't. You're not calling him out by name.
Yeah, but the allegory's there. I
So,
need a
that's-
few years for my
that's-
movie.
Allegory's allegory.
That's the whole point.
Here's the thing, though. Daniel knows I love detective movies. I think he knows that Se7en is my favorite movie.
I did not know either of those things.
Oh.
Well, my second movie is a detective movie set up like Se7en.
And King of Yellow is my favorite
Oh,
H.P. Lovecraft.
bull-
So
Shit.
Hastur is my favorite yellow, like my favorite Elder God.
Yeah.
So like that's why I gravitated to that one, and then I love like the noir feel of Sin City and Se7en. So
See, the only thing I
gravitated
Fuck
don't
towards it. I didn't-
don't get me wrong, dude. I love your shit because you know I like the weird superhero things. But the whole idea of doing public domain is to do something on the cheap. Your shit's cool, but there's no fucking way we could do it on the cheap.
I get more money back.
But we
Just
have to
gotta
spend
spend some to make
we have to
some.
spend more money to get a possible. I'm giving it to Daniel.
Fucking. God damn it. I've had like the perfect previously on I wanted to do for like the past 3 times.
Well, I am absolutely flattered. I did not expect to win after Tyler's magnum opus
God.
masterpiece he wrote.
I had dates and everything in there.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean anything,
battles.
Cody. We don't know dates.
I was 100% entranced by Tyler's.
I did
movie.
not.
What about mine?
Yours was good.
Oh!
No, legit.
I like the
legitimately,
squeak at the end.
No, legitimately, yours was a great idea too.
I like
thought,
the trying to figure out what yours was.
yeah, that was fun, and I liked the nods and the subtleness, and I liked that you kind of broke out of your comfort zone when it deals with like goofy, silly movies.
I still like goofy, silly movies, and then I have to break out of that comfort zone because nobody at this table seems to love comedy.
I like comedy.
But you don't vote for it.
I haven't heard a good one. I've only
You took my joke.
I've only done it once.
No, you've got 2 kids.
Shut the hell up, Adam.
If it makes you feel any better, this is only my second win ever. So
This is only my...
Bullshit! You're the reigning heavyweight champion of dead air. So you've won.
We're talking about
sure,
this.
dead air, which I am indeed the belt holder, which I don't see a belt yet. But for previously
no one knows if you won because the episode isn't up.
That's true.
That's true.
So.
That's true. I gotta get it up.
Yeah, you do.
So sorry, Dana.
I weave an interconnectic.
You can't speak. That's why I didn't.
I can't speak.
Interconnectic.
I'm so upset.
I
I channeled Cody for a second.
No offense.
Well, I was going to give you a compliment. Now,
Rowan Atkinson as Cthulhu.
But Cthulhu has to be played like Mr. Bean.
maybe that's the plot point why they don't just instantly die. He just sort of fucks off between movie 5. That's the only saving factor.
Rowan Atkinson?
There's just a scene where
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu's
okay.
just twirling his tentacles.
Cthulhu wakes up and is like, "Fine, I'll do it myself," and he starts.
So here's the cool thing: if Tyler's movie is ending movie 5 and 6 on Cthulhu, mine could easily tie in since I'm using Cthulhu Mythos too, and we could make these detectives like different people.
That's true.
And we could tie this movie into his if we really wanted to.
A nephew of Uncle Sam.
Yeah, certainly could be.
Yeah.
Aren't we all nephews of Uncle Sam?
It's in the Bible.
What's
Is
that?
it? All right. So, as the winner of previously on with my fantastic idea, it is
Lame.
my option to pick the next topic. So I have got 2, and
Pick one.
that's the thing. I got to pick one. So I think what we're gonna do is we next week are going to write a franchise, but that franchise is going to be built off a villain. So you are going to build the best villain that you can build into a franchise.
Do we create a villain or do we take a villain and we create... Well, no, that wouldn't make sense because it would already be a franchise.
Yeah, both. So if you have a favorite villain that has never gotten his due, you can take him and turn him into a movie franchise.
Hitler.
Well, if you... There's been plenty of movies about him.
Have you noticed how many times Hitler gets brought up on this podcast?
Yeah, a lot. By you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to
Wait,
take...
I thought I hate Asians, not
Mao
Jews.
Zedong.
Apparently both.
Oh, okay.
So
I like
we're...
to believe that if Hitler had the chance, he would have killed a bunch of Asians too.
How come you don't take that out of context?
Because that's a direct quote. You said that earlier.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I said that.
Jesus. I don't know why. I'm going to start using a different name when we open these episodes.
The villain's gonna be Jesus.
I've actually
Make
seen,
fun of my carpentry skills, will you?
I actually saw a manga that had Jesus as the big bad of the evil side of the team. I'll explain it after the podcast.
The
Okay.
Jesus
Nice.
uncrossed.
Yeah, so that's what our next movie, our next previously on episode will be. Will be make a franchise villain.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So,
Tyler
Gentle
got robbed again.
gentle listener, you have been listening to previously on a Damage Control podcasting production. Make sure you check us out. New episodes most Mondays on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts. Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still
Okay.
recording.
And make sure you check us out on Facebook and Instagram, where I have been posting sometimes, as well as on Twitter. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button.
Push the button.